Hello everybody, this is an EGG1U1 production, and today I'm going to be showing you the second solo scenario. To do this scenario you need to be on stage 2 of the dailies and down here on the boat that I was just showing you on the map. So when you're at stage 2 there'll be Leda Chainer standing here that you can talk to, and it queues you up for the scenario. So as you can see, stage 2, and you can do this. So you speak to Lady Jaina and queue for the scenario. Of course there's only one of you. It's a solo scenario, so there's not much, queue time at all. And in the scenario, the first thing you'll be is on a boat with one thing to do, and that is click the hippogriff that is behind you where you spawn. And you'll go off on a nice ride, and it'll show you some of the island and stuff. So this is the Isle of Thunder that we're flying over, which is in fact the place that you do your dailies. And this is the next bit, the next part of the chain of the Kirintor offensive dailies. So when you finish the solo scenario, you're on stage 2, you can do the next part of the dailies. So we're just flying over here, and people are eventually being taken down from the sky, and you will be taken down very shortly, and the proper part of the scenario will soon begin. There we go, we're being lightninged, if that's a word, down to the ground. And yes, this is where stage 1, the good bit of stage 1 starts beginning. So the first thing you need to do is survive all of these waves of evil baddie guys. So that's not a hard thing for me to do. I assume other classes isn't a difficult thing to do. It's not a difficult thing to do. They don't do much damage, as you can see, but I am a tank, so it was extremely easy for me anyway. And this is stage 2, surviving the ambush, killing a few guys, all on your own. You're all alone. It's a solo scenario. So there we go, that was stage 2, very quick, and we're now on stage 3. We need to destroy the barricades up ahead. So there'll be a few barricades that you need to destroy, and after destroying the barricades, like a load of people will attack you and stuff. So you need to clear out these guys. So basically the barricades sort of just like mobs. They're just mobs, they have a health bar, you nuke them down. They're mobs that don't move basically, and they act in the same way. So I just pulled them all as if they were mobs, and DPS the barricades down while cleaving all of the mobs. And as the stage says, you need to destroy the barricade and also all of its defenders. Now the defenders actually do a shield stance, which they put in front of them a shield, and everything that you attack from the front, they will absorb all of the damage. So when they do that, you want to stand behind them and nuke them. It's not too much of a problem. Because this is a solo scenario, none of the mobs are actually a problem really. It should be handleable for any class that comes in. So here we go, now we need to destroy a boss guy in stage 4, and he's that boss that you see ahead. Now there is every now and again this stage can actually bug. So as you can see me here, I'm waiting, not being too rushed, letting him say what he has to say and waiting for him to be able to be attacked. Because I found that I did this a few times before and it sort of failed. If you run into the ring before you're able to attack him, it bugged out for me, so it could do for you. So avoid that. Don't rush into stage 4. Wait until you're able to attack him and then start nuking him. That's probably one of the most important things I could tell you about this scenario. So yeah, don't rush. Take your time. And he shouldn't be too hard. He does a few AoE stuff. You can mostly absorb it. I know that I could, and I'm sure other people could. But I still did sort of try to be safe. A little bit. Just popping a few heals and stuff. And there we go. That wasn't particularly too hard. If you do rush in, he won't actually be able to be attacked. It will say invalid target, and he'll just attack Lady Jaina. And you can actually leave it there, and it takes like 3/4 of an hour for Lady Jaina to actually take him down. If Lady Jaina can take him down before he kills her. So yeah, don't rush. And yeah, he's basically split into two. You attack him, kill the Triceratops. He'll drop off the top. You can nuke him down. Not hard at all. So once you've killed both of them, you will then be going on to the next stage, which is the final stage, stage 5, and you need to kill the final boss, which is at the place where the dailies are. So you saw on the map there, I was hovering over a place on the island, and that's where the new dailies will be situated. That's when where you'll be doing all of your new dailies. And you'll in these sets of dailies, you'll be able to choose whether you want to do PvP or PvE dailies, and you can get PvP rewards or PvE rewards, which is cool. But it is a bit annoying because, you know, if you want to do PvP, you don't really want to be doing like PvE quests and stuff. But it's okay. I quite like this system. Anyway, this is the final boss. You want to avoid that that face that you see on the top left of the screen. Does like a beam that like tries to hit you, and he's trying to hit you, and you just want to stay away from it. It's quite like some of the abilities in Heart of Fear. And also the boss, you want to be pulling out of those big yellow bubbles, because if he's in those big yellow bubbles, then he will hardly take any damage. He takes like 1k hits. And you can see here, he does the big mask, the big face, does something called Hymn of Silence. And what you want to do, if you don't want to take a lot of damage, and you want to kill the guy, you want to actually stand in the bubble when he's doing Hymn of Silence. So that is one thing that you want to do. So get him out of the bubble. When you need to be in the bubble, you yourself gets into the bubble. Also, if you don't get into the bubble when he's doing Hymn of Silence, as you saw there, you get silenced for like 10 seconds. So that's not a good thing. So Hymn of Silence ends, and just get straight back out of those bubbles. And that was the beam that I'm talking about, the one that you just saw there. You want to move away from that. But most of the stuff here I could actually absorb. I could stand outside in the Hymn of Silence. I could stand in all of the beams that were coming at me. All fine. I assume other classes might have to do it differently, actually follow the tactics, but I know that I didn't. And possibly other classes will be able to handle it as well. So that is the final boss of the scenario on the final stage. And there we go, he goes down. Now after this, there's a bit of dialogue. You get, I think it's a guaranteed drop of Mote of Harmony from the boss as well. You get a little bit of dialogue. There's loads of portals around. I tried going into the portals and all of that because I like instance portals. It didn't work. You'll see in a minute. I'll try and walk into one of the portals. None of them say anything. I'm like, huh? I can't get out. Maybe it's bugged, but it wasn't. You eventually do get taken out. So I was like, maybe going in the portal will take me out. Nope, no it didn't. So yeah, eventually you'll be taken out automatically, as you will see here. You get taken out of the instance and plonked in the new daily zone. This is where you just were, on the island place. And you can now start the next chain of dailies. You get 25 Valor points from doing that quest. I was Valor capped, so I didn't get it, but oh well. So here is where you get to choose. Do you want to do PvE or PvP dailies for the day? I chose PvE because I'm mainly PvE. Or did I? I think I chose PvE, but I'm not sure. I was valor capped. I think I do take PvE. Come on, what are you gonna do? What am I going to do? Okay, fine, let's not take any. Yep, that's cool. So basically, yeah, you get to choose whether you want to do PvE or PvP dailies. And when you do that, loads more dailies unlock around the island. And you can do all those dailies. And there we go, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. This is the second solo scenario. There might be more to come. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.